As a youngin', do it all for the G. I'm holding conversations, tapping the mental. We tryna build like a king. Sitting down with Gconnet, gotta think. While spitting the game with B's, I got a shout out today. As a youngin', do it all for the G. I'm holding conversations.
So what it do, doggy? How you been, man, nigga?
What it do, dog? Man, you know what it is. Shit. Nigga maintaining and shit, you know what I mean?
I see you doing your thing out there, man. Your name really ringing out there now. You on these these big shows with OT.
Yeah, blood. Nigga just, trying to make sure that I stay with it, though. You know what I mean? Shit, it's levels to this shit, though. Nigga trying to get to that next level. You know what I mean?
Facts. I can dig it, man. The game has changed since I've been in this, so I feel you. You know what I'm saying? You got to know the right moves to make these days.
Yeah, everything is timing, too,
For the people that don't know you, like let them know how you say your name,
It's Shaka Rocka, man.
And where you out of?
Shaka Rocka, man. I'm from out of the east side of motherfucking LA, man. The Swans, A4, matter of fact.
Okay. What music, like, who did you listen to growing up, like, music-wise? Like,
man, growing up, a whole lot of Pac, Easy, you know what I mean? A little bit of DMX here and there. You know what I mean? Them the motherfuckers who motivate me, though.
Who do you listen to today?
Today, more like some Kendrick. I really fuck with that nigga. What's the boy name again? Lil Durk. You know, that nigga kind of hard. You know what I mean? Shit, it's a sprinkle of different people, man. Okay. But I try not to flood myself with just listening to all these new artists because it's kind of like with the rap game, motherfuckers unknowingly, you know what I mean? When you listen to these motherfuckers, you kind of like implement their sound into what it is that you doing. You feel me? Right. That's why there's a lot of shit out here right now that sound the same.
Yeah, your shit is definitely different, my G. You know what I'm saying? You got a different style of flow, and that stands out. You know, that's a good thing. When did you start rapping?
Man, you know what? I started rapping from, I'm an OG around this motherfucker right now, man. So I started at a young age. I'm probably like around 16, 17, but I never took it seriously. You know what I mean? Right. You know how some motherfuckers, they put their time into their craft. I put my time into gang banging. You know what I mean? Niggas really out here in these motherfucking streets and shit like that. So it's like, then one time I had the homie Baron Davis. He picked me up one time, took me over there off of Wilmington in Brazil. I met that nigga Game. We did a track together with Raw Digger. And then we did another track together too. After that, then I kind of like figured like, damn, okay, nigga kind of hard with this shit. You feel me? So I kind of like wanted to take it seriously at that time. Did my little mixtape and shit like that, but got locked up right after that. You know what I mean?
Do you remember your first song?
My first song, my song by just me?
Your first song you wrote and said, okay, this is the first song that you...
Hey, on Bloods, I had one called Ya Ya. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers used to always, call for that shit when a nigga was in the module and shit like that, back when a nigga was 18, though. You know what I mean?
Right. That was something you wrote in the module in the jailhouse?
I actually wrote that motherfucker right before I got to the module. Like, I wrote the song, recorded that motherfucker. The following month, I was in jail.
Damn.
Yeah. So that kind of like made the motherfucker feel like, damn, a nigga really kind of got some when all the homies at the bars shaking that motherfucker, asking for the yah-yah, you know what I mean?
Right. Especially when niggas was in there, that's where you got your craft and your nigga to tell you to shut that bullshit up if they didn't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where you got your real, that was our Apollo. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know
and then you had homies that was like on the Bang on Wax that was locked up at that time too. So it's like, and they asking the motherfucker to bang that shit. So I'm like, shit, all right, nigga, I must got something going.
Did you start on solo or part of a group?
Solo.
Okay. How many projects have you put out so far?
Projects, I want to say two projects. And then after that, just like a whole bunch of singles. Right now the singles is what's really taking over the game right now. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like you put out a project and it's not time just yet. What you do is kind of like waste a lot of that good music that you probably got on that project.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because I was like, okay, well, I'm going to put out a project and put out another project just to really get the fan base. But when you really pay attention to it, the way how these singles is booming and shit like that, it's kind of like niggas that hear a song that they like on the project and won't really listen to the whole motherfucking project, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's whatever single you put out off of that project, they on that shit.
Yeah. What out of the projects that you done worked on so far, which one are you the most proud of?
Man, that Ghetto Bird.
When you released that?
Ghetto Bird. I released that. When was that? Beginning of last year.
Are you working on anything new today?
Man, I'm working on a whole bunch of shit, man. I stay in the motherfucking studio. You know what I mean? I got probably about 100 motherfucking songs recorded, ready to go. No bullshit. You know what I mean? But right now, I'm more focused on the strategy of releasing these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Because I done did the throwing songs out there to try to get the fan base. Now it's about shit trying to get that dollar.
Right. Get them to buy that motherfucking $1 a song.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
If nothing else.
Yeah. So right now I'm working with OT just to put together a strategy, man, a releasing strategy. You know what I mean? Figure out what different platforms you're gonna use to promote your shit on. You know what I mean? Because nowadays, man, it's a pay to play type of game. You feel me?
It is.
So, you know what I mean? You can only do so much without putting that real money behind your shit before you blow up.
How did that collab come about between you and OT?
Man, that's my little Relly.
Oh, okay.
Like my blood Relly, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers don't know that, but yeah, that's little Relly right there.
Okay, yeah, he doing this thing too.
Hell yeah.
What are some of the best resources that helped you along the way?
Best resources that helped me along the way. Really, man, just getting out there, being with him, and being able to see the behind the scenes to this shit. You know what I mean? And networking with different individuals. You feel me? Like, I feel like that's what helped me more than anything. You know what I mean? Getting yourself prepared for what's to come. You feel me? And actually having the front seat to the industry. You know what I mean? Going from on different tours and shit like that, man. Knowing what to expect to come from backstage of a huge fucking tour onto stage, and you know what I mean? Travel around and meet different motherfuckers and shit like that. I feel like experience is the best teacher, man.
Right. What do most people misunderstand about you, bro?
Misunderstand about me? Shit, man. I don't know, because I haven't really got a real taste of what motherfuckers feel about me that was pretty much incorrect. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know how you got individuals who come into this shit and it's a whole lot of hate behind them. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot of trolling going on and shit like that. I haven't really experienced that shit. You feel me?
Knock on wood. You don't want that shit.
Yeah, I haven't experienced that yet, so I don't know what type of perception they may have of me that would be a false narrative for me to say that. You know what I mean? They don't understand that about me. But I'll tell you right now, though. You know what I mean? I'm a man first. You know what I mean? An artist, I would say I'm an artist, but I'm also a gangster, though. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, that's what took me so fucking long to really to bust the door open with this motherfucking shit, man, was just really being addicted to these streets. You feel what I'm saying? So now I'm able to say, okay, well, damn, nigga, a grown-ass man with kids. Let me go ahead and really push towards this dream, you know what I mean, at all costs. Put everything else on the back burner right now. I done did that. You know what I mean? Whatever motherfucker thinking about doing on the streets, I done did it.
Right. Got that out your system.
Man, got that out my system. So now it's about, you know what I mean, trying to make some millions for my motherfucking family, man.
Facts.
With D and G2Bs, a generation conversation. If you ain't got the patience, you don't.